welcome you all students for the lecture. Topic is nomenclature, and this is based upon Kahn-Ingold Krylov system of nomenclature. And in this we will discuss about the DL, RS nomenclature and EZ nomenclature. So the subtopics, you can say, there is CIP rule of how to designate the different forms of the stereoisomer in terms of different there are different priority rules for setting either D or L forms, and similarly R and S, which is called dex here. If you see, in case of RS nomenclature in general, it is called rectus and synestia, and in case of D, dextrorotatory and levorotatory. And similarly, the system of nomenclature, which is another set of nomenclature, is E and Z. So here Intergegen and Jusaman. So how with the help of different priority rules, how can we put them with respect to their different mode of their on the basis of the rotation of the plane polarized light here. So we can put them, or we can designate them D forms, L forms, and similarly R forms, S forms. So their stereochemistry can be mentioned. So these are generally is here. We will also will go in detail about the CIP rules. So here, if you see the commonly used the nomenclature, that is DL system and RS system. So if we see the nomenclature here, DL system, it is a very oldest and the most commonly used system for assigning configuration to a given enantiomer. So it is based upon, you can see the comparison of the projection formula of one enantiomer to which the name is to be assigned with that of a standard substance. This is arbitrary chosen for comparison. Like as we discussed in earlier lecture, there is like absolute configuration, which is the actual arrangement of the atoms within the molecules or atom or groups. So here, that is compare here, in case of that particular original molecules is compared with the another, which is the standard, which is having the known rotation. So on that basis, this can be compared and can be mentioned. So here for here two example, which is very important for to see, like hydroxy acid or amino acid convention and sugar convention. So there are two convention by which is very useful for this kind of nomenclature, this kind of conversion. So according to this convention, like hydroxy acid, as we said here, there are number of examples which is very important to see. The molecule is dextrorotatory or levorotatory. So here, if you see the different molecules, you can see there, like here, in case of, if you took this simplest molecule, so this simplest molecule, as per the convention, this is on the right hand side. So we have to put like a D convention here, dextrorotatory, and like suppose L having on the left hand side, as we said, as per the convention, so it will be L lactic acid. And similarly here, other examples we can see, like here amino group is on the left hand side and this is on the right hand side. But these convention are not hold that much of having a different group molecules. We cannot, this is the oldest techniques or oldest way of nomenclature. So we have another way of convention, which is, we, as I said, there is RS nomenclature, and by that way we can also, so in an Emile Fischer, which is sugar convention, is Emile Fischer arbitrarily assigned D and L configuration to plus and minus also. So here plus is representing D and this is representing minus. So plus glyceraldehyde, minus like another group, and minus, you can say, L configuration on the left hand. If it is having a group is like, here is a left, right, you have to see. So similarly here you can see the relative configuration of a large number of compounds were determined by correlating with them in like plus and minus glyceraldehyde, because we have to correlate with the already known molecule which is having dextro or levo rotatory. So with respect to that, we have to see whether the molecule or atoms or group is having levo or dextro rotation. So by this we can see DL form. So the compound having, in case of several carbon, chiral carbon, because in case of, if it is a, like in a Fischer projection, if you can put number of carbon with attached with different atoms or groups, so you will find there are number of chiral center is there. So in that case we have also approach to how to put their chirality and how to put the notation L and D notation with respect to nomenclature. So like here we can see this example like D glucose, and here the configuration of only the highest number chirality center is assigned and that of other center are not shown, hidden in their name. So the highest you can see here with it, as per the convention limitations of this convention is only we have to configuration of the only highest number of chirality center is assigned and that of the other center are not shown and those are hidden in that case. So the name, as in the case of same molecule, can have both D and L configuration. This is very serious drawback, because in most of the this kind of chiral carbon, if the molecule is having, they could have dextro rotation, or you can say along the direction of the clockwise and anti-clockwise within the same molecule. So this is the great you can say the limitation and drawback of this way of convention. So that's why this doesn't holds good for if the molecule is having multiple chiral center. So now here many more examples you can practice by which you can designate them D and R in case of sugar molecules as. So now the important another mode of convention by which or the nomenclature method, you can say RS nomenclature. So to overcome the problem of DL form system, RS nomenclature has been given on the name of Kahn, Ingold and Prelog. So on that basis, this is called CIP, because they had put the certain rules to designate them either rectus or the laboratory or signature, which is called here, assigning the chiral carbon with respect to their rotation. So this system is named as on the name of these scientists who work on this CIP rules or CIP system of nomenclature. So RS system, because R prefix and S as signature, we put on front of the particular carbon if it is having rectus or So this is called all overall is called as sequence rule. By putting the sequence rule, there is certain rules, so we have to follow that. So here steps by way, if you will move by putting the sequence, then you will see that the molecule is being assigned R or S. So assigning a sequence of priority by using Greek numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, where number 1 is assigned to atom or group of highest priority and 4 is assigned to the group of lowest priority. So view the molecule in such a way that the lowest ranked group priority points away from you. So this should be in a rear side or back side. So move your eye from the group priority number 1 to group number of 3 by the group of priority number 2. So you have to rotate, see the molecules in such a way so your eye move from 1 to 3 direction. So whatever the direction it is goes, then you have to assign the RS nomenclature. But we have to see if the hydrogen is like in on the horizontal plane. So if it is your eye is rotating on clockwise direction, then it is took as opposite of that. So then it will not be R, it will be S. And if it is on the rear side of the lowest priority, then you can directly put the R and S nomenclature by rotating your eyes from 1 to 3. So if during this movement of I travels in clockwise direction as is written here, also the molecule under examination is designated as R. This is the rectus is Latin word and meaning is right. So if it is moving anti-clock direction is denoted as S. So it is meaning signature, meaning left. The letters R and S are written in parenthesis. So in a parenthesis these has to be mentioned. So here you can see in a number of examples the priority of the substituent as determined by CIP rule are here. If you see OH will be given like highest atomic number, so you have to put one priority for that. CS2 is having after that the more atomic mass or atomic number, so here you have to put 2, after that 3 which is methyl group, and this one is the fourth one. So OH has the highest priority and H has the lowest priority. So in this case, the way you have to see either which direction is your molecule is moving. So accordingly, you have to put. So here you can say this way it is coming like rectus or R. It is moving towards the clockwise direction. So we have to accordingly. So here, before going to that, here we have to see there are number of groups which is comes from lowest priority to highest priority. So you have to keep in mind that there are different atoms and groups which is having certain priority. So according to that priority, you have to put. You can see here this is having the highest atomic numbers, and this is comparatively less than that. This is also less, very less. So here the least, hydrogen is having the very least in deuterium, and methyl group, ethyl groups, and many higher hydrocarbon groups. So accordingly, you have to see how does the priority can be set up. So some example here you can see as per the same rules, and then you will be able to find out their priority. Now if you see in a more detail, so the sequence can be seen here, like if iodine has having the highest atomic number, so you will put 1, and then bromine will be 2, 3 and 4. So 4 is you have to bring it. In case of this, if you see this is having 1 priority, this will be 2 methyl group, deuterium will be obviously 3, and this hydrogen will be 4. So according to that we have to mention the sequence as well. So if on the basis of sequence rule the priority of two groups cannot be decided, it can be determined by a similar comparison of the next atom in both groups. If you by doing so, the priority cannot be decided on goes to next atom and continues moving outwards, commencing with the chiral atom till one reaches the first point of difference. So here you have to note that the decision about priority should be made at the very first point of difference and should not be affected from the consideration of subsequent further along the chain. So these conditions should have to be kept in mind. So priority is set according to like in case of if it is having a double bond like X is having like any of the species, like it could be the CS2, it could be Cl2 or like that attached with this double bond. So in that case, if it is, you have to see if the X is that, then one is like suppose CH or CS3, and here if it is having this group, so like this carbon means it is attached with two X atoms, and similarly if it is a triple bond, so it means this is attached with the three different X atoms, and X could be any of the atoms. It could be chlorine, it could be bromine, iodine, and any of them. So like in case of this phenyl group, so here it is considered as equal to, like this carbon is attached with another carbon, this is another carbon, so this double bond also represent another carbon. So here this is representing this. So according to that, if you see their atomic number total, you just add the atomic number, so this will come comparatively higher, so that will be given in that case for first priority. So these things should be kept in mind once you are putting the priority rules into designating them R and S nomenclature. So now you once you fix up these priority rules, so here just see another which is keeping in mind. Group of lowest priority 4 is on vertical line, whether on top or bottom, and the sequence 1 2 3 is in clockwise direction, the configuration is R, and if it is counterclockwise direction, then the configuration is S. So you have to see if it is this is on the vertical line, so then actual configuration will be as it is once you are moving from one priority to second and third one. So if it is moving towards, your eye is moving towards the clockwise direction, then that will be R, and if it is moving opposite to the clockwise direction, then that will be represented as S. But if the group of the priority 4, which is having the least priority, is on horizontal line, assign the configuration which is opposite to what you see. Means if you watching the molecule, if it is rotating towards the clockwise direction, and this will be only happens if the molecule of the lowest priority is on the horizontal line. So then this will be just opposite. If you are seeing the molecule is like your eye is rotating towards the clockwise direction, then that is not the actually the R, that will be represented as S in that case. So this needs to be kept in mind once you will watch the molecules with from assigning, after assigning the priority rules. So again here you can see in case of these molecules here, like this bromine will be, of course, will be highest priority, second one will be chlorine, third will be chlorine. So this is coming like this. So R lowest priority is on vertical line, and here also this is on the vertical line. So bromine, chlorine, and like that it will also come the R configuration as per the rule. We are just only following the rules what is said by the as per the CIP rules. If you see this group, so here if you are putting like OH will be obviously the first priority, this will be second, third priority. So this is like IS, and lowest priority, if suppose it is on the horizontal plane as the condition we said, then we have to see if it is looking like here, if you see it is levorotatory or on the opposite of the direction of the clocks, then this will be the R configuration actually. So what you see, that is not exactly what you see, this is just opposite of what you see in the molecule by assigning the priority. So in case of another molecule, similarly it is looking like rectus from assigning 1 2 3 4 or like that, but it is not exactly the rectus configuration or R configuration. This is the opposite of that, which is S configuration of that molecules. So here there are many more examples you can see by assigning the different chiral center is here. So these chiral center can be assigned as per the same way. If suppose this is, you are considering this is a chiral center and this is another chiral center. So with respect to this, just assume this whole group as a one group, and you have to put then priority, like suppose in this case, so this is the carbon. First priority will of course will go to this OH groups, and then this C is attached with one H and double bond O. So you have to see here, and with respect to this, so this carbon is attached with O and with H carbon. So here first priority will go for this one. So you have to see according to that, this will be the least priority, and this will be the uh, third most priority after this one. So according to that, you have to see which direction is your eye is rotating. So accordingly you have to put the 2s and 3s like this, and in case of 2s 3s, so by this way you can change, you can see their rotation with respect to that particular molecule. So now coming to the, in case of EZ nomenclature, in case of the geometrical entities or geometrical isomers, so we have to see how does EZ nomenclature has been to put. So this is the very simplest way of representing the molecules, which is also called cis-trans isomers. Or here, no free rotation is about the carbon-carbon double bond. So the restriction is there. So due to the different arrangement of the atoms or groups in this space, geometrical isomer is designated as stereoisomerism. So the geometrical isomers belongs to the category of configurational isomer because they cannot be interconverted without breaking two covalent bonds. Because this is double bond is there in between, so it is not cannot be interconverted without breaking the two double bond. In single bond rotation, like in case of single or sigma bond, but here is one sigma bond and one pi bond is there. So this kind of rotation can be only happens once you can break the, so that is not so easy. So further geometrical isomer are example of diastereomers because they are not mirror image of each other. So these are diastereomers and they are not the enantiomer. You can see. So geometrical isomer is not confined only to the compound having carbon-carbon double bond. In fact, the following compound exhibit this type of isomerism. Like you can see compound having double bond, these are the conditions, only those will see, though in that case you will only see the cis trans or EZ nomenclature if the molecule is having carbon double bond, uh, nitrogen azo compounds, N to N imines and azo compounds. Cyclic compound having geometrical isomerism due to restricted rotation about the carbon-carbon single bond. So these are certain conditions by which can see the molecule is either the E or Z uh, uh, designation with respect to the particular group. So here, like consider this molecule is in a very simple molecules where carbon and carbon is attached. These both carbon are attached. Like here, if we assume this carbon is attached with iodine and bromine. So among this, here we have to keep in mind first to see the one carbon, and then we have to set the priority to give them the priority like 1 2 3 4. 1 will be the highest priority, second to third, fourth, like way we have to put the priority. So here if you see the iodine having the highest atomic numbers, so you just put it 1 and 2. And in case of this is again this chlorine will be 1, this is 2. So if you see both the highest priority is on the same side with respect to this double bond, so this will be represented as Z form of this molecule. So bromine and chlorine are trans to if you see here, so these both are trans to now, because here if you see iodine trans to each other, we can also say with equal degree of confidence that iodine and chlorine are cis to each other, because here highest priority are on the cis on the same side. But if the same priority is on the opposite side, like if suppose this iodine we replace this bromine we replace by the iodine, and we put here the bromine, then first priority will go there, and here with respect to this carbon this will be the first priority. So in that case this will be opposite, the highest priority atoms will be opposite to each other. So that in that case it will be designated as E, the E form or E uh, nomenclature or prefix E will come in case of that molecule. Now we can see many more examples we'll see here, and we will be more confident how to designate them E and Z nomenclature. So this is quite easy way of designating the molecules. So here if you see 1 2 1 2, so these are opposite to each other. You have to just see with respect to this carbon, the carbon double bond. So this is E, and here like in this case 1 and 1 are or highest priority with respect to this carbon. This carbon is having one priority on one side, and this carbon is having one priority on another side. So this is also will be jet form of that particular compound. Like in this case jet, like one with respect to this carbon is on the same side. So there are many more example has been given, but we have to keep in mind we have to see the highest atomic numbers with respect to that, and then in that case we can put them first, designate them 1 2 3 4 according to the priority, and then we have to show their priority, and we have to put E or Z nomenclature on the particular molecules. So here there are dynes in which the two terminals are different, like here. you can see these. So in this case of this type of molecules can be represented like you have to see watch this carbon-carbon double bond. So here like suppose you have certain groups which is having higher mass number, like suppose this Y is having the highest atomic number with respect to this proton. So one, you know, one, and this carbon will be this one with respect to this. So this will be E, because this hydrogen highest priority is opposite to each other. So this will be for this carbon, this will suppose this is the carbon, because this is the one it will come obviously the highest atomic number, so 1 it will come, this will 2, here it is 1 2. So this is opposite to each other with respect to this carbon double bond carbon. So this will be the E form, and this carbon if we see here, so this hydrogen and this hydrogen, it means the highest priority is this side on the plane and this is on this side. So this is, and lowest priority is on the same side, so this is Z. So similarly you can assign the nomenclature here also. You can see HS is on the same side, is on the same side, and highest priority is on the same side. So also you can put them like cis, because this is the cis form and this is the trans form. So cis trans form you can also mention, or Z form if it is in a Z cis, then you can mention is a cis form of that particular molecule, or Z form of that particular molecule. So there are many more examples if you see here also, like in case of methyl phenyl ketoxene. So here OH is like put one priority, and this is having the this double bond, this is having the lone pair of electron is giving the least priority. So this is one, and this methyl will compare to this, this is C6H5, so this will be given as a first priority, so this is second one. So you can see these highest priority are opposite to with respect to this carbon double bond nitrogen, so this is E form. Similarly you can see with many more example is here, and you can designate them. So this EZ nomenclature has been also adapted for to prioritize the molecules. So these molecules you can refer here. So now, as you see, we have discussed so far, the various way of how to designate the molecules in a different way. How can we see the different nomenclature in forms of dextrorotatory, levorotatory, and there are number of priorities. First to set the priority rules, and according to the priority rules we can designate them, and on the basis of the priority rules and set of rules which is given by Kahn, Ignold and Krylov method of nomenclature, so we can designate them RS nomenclature. Similarly we had seen the dextrorotatory before that, and after that we seen the geometry in case of geometrical isomerism, carbon double bond carbon and carbon double bond nitrogen and such kind of compounds. So how does we can put jet and ES nomenclature. So overall there are these there are number of questions can be asked on this to like how to uh, what is the different rules for RS nomenclature, and what is the set of rules for EZ nomenclature, and what is the there is number of examples in which the RS nomenclature can be asked, and EZ nomenclature also can be asked. So here if you see these are the important nomenclature process by which we can convert them, or we can designate them to RS or EZ nomenclature or DL form. So these are the some of the references from where these materials has been prepared. So there is no commercial not this is only for the instructional purpose, for not having any other use apart from only for the instructional purpose, and many resources has been taken for here to make these contents. So we also have many more, online resources also, from where we can get the different information as well. So thank you so much for watching this video and listening this video lecture. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much.